Are you all right to be up and about?
Yeah. I'm all healed up.
Sincere apologies. If I hadn't attempted to destroy the Aegis, they would never have...
If you'd done nothing, they'd have come for her anyway. You're not to blame, Your Majesty. It's... my fault.
500 years ago, this kingdom was rent in twain. Some followed Adam, who sought to live with blades and titans as equals. Others opposed him, preferring to consider humans as the masters and titans as our tools. When Adam returned to the Ether, his rivals seized power, leveraging the power of the Omega Fetter. They declared themselves the Tantalese royal dynasty.
Claiming they were the hero Adam's descendants.
Precisely. My ancestors merely used the name of the beloved Adam in order to win over the people. Before long, we resolved to protect ourselves from meddlesome foreigners by descending deep into the Cloud Sea, taking the dirty secret of our family's lineage with us. The Praetorium, for their part, did not protest. Can you guess why?
No.
They offered to stay silent in exchange for a certain resource. An annual tribute comprising a fixed quantity of core chips. I have something I wish to show you.
What is it? What is this?
This is Gembo's ether flow. The Titan draws in the fabric of the Cloud Sea and uses it as a source of energy. This energy flows throughout the Titan's body in the form of ether. Refining and crystallizing this ether creates core chips. This process is what you see before you.
So, in other words, you're siphoning away a portion of the Titan's energy.
Our cold climate and poor harvests, they are the unfortunate side effects of this process.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Core chips are vital to every nation's military and energy policies. The Praetorium desired this power.
How come?
Allrest at the time was in crisis. But for the Praetorium, it was a precious chance to expand their sphere of influence.
So they missiled in.
As a result, Tantal fell into a chronic energy shortage. Then, well, you saw for yourselves. Near frozen Earth, failing crops, the Tantalese people are forced to live in abject poverty.
So why not just leave the Cloud Sea? Genbo can move, right? Just go somewhere warmer.
They fear contact with other nations. Too afraid it might expose the truth behind the legends they spun about Adam.
That would explain their isolationism.
Indeed. That was 5 centuries ago. Now the Aegis has awakened. The Praetorium is demanding we hand over the Omega Fetter. They are threatening to reveal our secret if we do not acquiesce.
Indollar? Threatening you?
I get it now. That's what was in that letter.
Enough was enough. I couldn't stand by and let the Tantalese people suffer any longer. Therefore, I made a decision.
And that's why you...
Yes. I knew there was a chance that the Praetorium would use the Aegis against us. But But if I could neutralize her power, perhaps we would stand a chance of opposing. And perhaps by saving my people from poverty, I could absolve the sins of my forefathers.
You didn't think about using the Aegis's power yourself?
Wielding such power is beyond my means. I am under no illusions. However, does the same apply to you? I felt something. When I looked in your eyes, I knew. Perhaps you are the one to whom we can entrust the Aegis's power.
Father.
I thought you didn't allow B moment.
In the end,
We'll take her
it
out.
seems I only managed to make things worse.
I guess I have to read out.
I can blame nothing but my own judgment.
Come on, let's go.
This tome
Love you, baby.
records the deeds of the hero Adam. According to this, he saved the world from destruction using a white sword, and then disappeared, along with a red sword.
White and red. It must mean Mithra and Pyrrha's swords.
Whoever wrote this must have had a personal connection to Adam. And, most curiously, after Adam disappeared, the author of this book went looking for something.
Something.
The third Aegis sword.
There's a third.
Apparently, this sword was as transparent as diamond and gave off a clear, brilliant light. But Adam went his whole life without using the sword. In fact, he could not use it.
What do you mean, couldn't?
The sword was simply too powerful. Even he, the legendary hero, could not contain the power it commanded. And thus, fearing its power, he sealed it away somewhere. The author therefore surmised that this sword alone was the one true sword of the Aegis. Now, Rex, you were defeated by Jin. Doubtless that man is a powerful warrior. But even so, can this be right? Can the Aegis herself truly be outmatched by a single opposing blade? Would it not make more sense to presume that you lost because you have yet to unlock the true power of the Aegis?
You mean I'm the one who's been holding them back? Your Majesty, where is that sword? We have to find it somehow. We have to find that sword and rescue Pyro and Mithra.
Regrettably, the book does not specify the sword's location.
But there must be.
However, reading between the lines, it seems the author suspected that the sword lies somewhere in Leftheria.
Hello, how are
not
you, my
much,
friend? Hello,
that's
Wolf.
where
I'm
I
doing great.
begin
Trying to beat
to
this
search.
game. Freaking, I'm already at chapter 7.
Are you ready?
Huh?
Are you ready to do what it takes to be their true driver?
Gramps?
How are you doing, Loy Wolf?
Well, are you, Rex?
Yes, of course. I'm going to be the driver that Pyra and Mithra deserve. And then, I'm gonna take them to Elysium.
Then come with me. I'll show you the way.
Imperium. Oh, good work. That really is a long game.
My son,
Yeah?
A lot of
I
cinematics.
have a favor to ask of you as your king.
Well, that's a first. Are you feeling okay, old man? Maybe you're coming down with something.
The Aegis needs...
That's good.
No, rather the boy needs protection.
You mean Rex?
Yes, I saw something in that boy's eyes. A light that must never go out.
Steady on, old man. People will get the wrong idea. Fine. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
Nah, it's not like I wasn't gonna go with him anyway.
Dude, how was... So what'd you do all day?
You really can't judge a book by its cover. Who'd have thought that sweet-looking girl would threaten to destroy herself? Didn't she realize taking her own life would mean the boy died too?
Oh, she knew exactly what she was doing.
The whole thing was a bluff then?
No, not at all. The reason she gave her core crystal to the boy was to replace his heart after Jin put paid to it. An Aegis core encodes the blueprints for all life. She took advantage of that.
Incredible.
I have some computer problems over the last 2 days.
Such a thing was
What
possible.
computer problems were you
Aegis
having?
truly are a
I
great
might help
art.
you. I'm a computer science
Cores
major.
are
I
constantly
am a
accumulating
nerd.
data about the outside world. The fact that their injuries are mirrored is a result of their twin cores exchanging information. If you wanted to be poetic about it, you could say that their very lives are intertwined. But there's nothing to stop her from severing that link.
What do you mean?
Before issuing the kill order to the artifice, she would have transferred the remainder of her core to the boy, letting him live on, heart complete.
I think I
An Aegis
figured
can survive for
got
a
things
short
sorted out
time
now. That's
without a
good.
core crystal. Don't ask me why. It's just how we were made.
Ah, so that's the reason Jin agreed to her terms.
He couldn't care less about the boy. But he wasn't about to lose this one. Simple as that.
Come on, let's do this. Call Rex for the moment. Let's return to Fonset Village. Back to the village. Say everything in detail once we get there. Just head to Fonset for now. Alright. That's good. As long as it's fixed, it's good.
Meh, meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off again.
What was the issue that you were having with the computer
What
Windows 10
doing?
developed some major issues all of a
Did
sudden.
you
Oh, that's
know
bad.
Fonset
I think
has
the
another
updates,
name.
so that's good.
Huh?
Hero's Rest.
Hero? As in?
Indeed. Funset Village was founded by Adam himself at the end of his travels. After the war, Adam charged me with protecting the village.
Was this village really that important?
What do you think I was protecting?
You mean it's...
Follow me.
So what does old geezer want? No problem.
What have we here?
Those your live streams, I thought I would say hi before going to bed.
Just looks like a stone
hello.
pit to me.
No problem.
They say that the village is
I'm probably gonna play this until I beat
within.
it. It
Grabs,
should be close enough to be
what are we
beaten.
doing here?
Rex, try turning the stone tablet clockwise.
This? Huh? This crest, it's... I've seen it before.
Place your hand on it.
Here goes.
Have a good night,
What's
Aloy.
this?
No problem.
This passage leads into the very center of the archipelago. There lies the cavern known as Spirit Crucible Elpis.
That's quite a name.
This entrance and the gate of the Spirit Crucible are sealed in such a way that only a Leftherian can open them.
Ah, so that's why Jin needed me back then.
When Adam founded this village, he hid
Good
something
night.
deep within the body of the Titan that forms the archipelago's center.
You mean the missing sword?
I don't know how word of it got out, but many were led here by rumors of the legendary sword.
See you later.
More than a few have entered the Spirit Crucible, but none have ever returned.
Is it really that dangerous?
Adam wanted to ensure that the sword was securely sealed away. He put many measures in place to stop it falling into the wrong hands. Only the hands of someone worthy. Adam said that taking this sword would be the mark of the Aegis's true driver.
The true driver?
What do you say, Rex?
I'll do it. No. I have to do it. Every moment we waste, Pyra and Mithra could be...
Then you're ready for what lies ahead?
If you hadn't interfered back then, neither of us would have had to go through all this. Now then. Time to take back what I lost 500 years ago.
How he's still alive with his crystal in that state? Seriously? It's not normal.
The Aegis is the master blade. The first blade the architect forged. Malus can do things we can only dream of.
And how's he going to restore his core exactly?
He'll extract the data he's missing from the core of the other Aegis. Then all his power will be restored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what will that do to her?
Well, if she's lucky, she'll live. As an empty husk, that is.
Rough deal. Malus doesn't hold back, huh?
Don't blame me for this. It's our father who made us this way. But don't worry. Once I meet him, I'll get the answers we're after. I need to know why we're like this. In any case, this world only needs one Aegis. Don't you agree, Pyra?
Quest right here. Titan help was what am I to do? Oh dear me, my dear old girl will be spinning the grave, she will. It would help strong of arms. Could you spare a moment to help an old man distressed in twilight over this year? It was Rob will tell you. Something very precious be wild, Robert, beast of a monster. I strolled up here, same as I always do, reminded something set me up. The rear. To me.
Joe Mac, what are you stumbling for?
Sorry, my lady. I've been feeling a little dizzy.
You too?
You too, Lady Bridget?
Yes, for a little while now. Though I'm still capable of standing.
Hey, same here. What's up with this place? It's kind of creepy.
What is going on here?
I feared as much.
Gramps, you knew this would happen.
The tales say that Spirit Crucible Elpis saps the strength of blades. It's one of the reasons why none have ever returned from its depths.
I say.
Ether flows scarce in this area. That may be cause of problems.
Like that time in the Tantalese Palace?
That not only thing. Glowing particles in air. They absorb ether. That is source of light.
So not only do you have less power, the power you do have is being absorbed. Well, that's jolly tragic.
You alright, Poppy?
Poppy just fine. Poppy never better.
Of course. You're an artificial blade, ain't you?
What have we here?
In my experience,
We have to cross that.
Yes. But we must proceed with caution. Once we enter, the blades will be sapped of most of their power. If they run out of energy, they might be forced to return to their core state. And there's a chance they could never be reawakened.
Pandy, you'd better just stay here and guard the fort.
Why just me? Don't you want me?
Don't ask dumb questions. You know very well why, don't you?
If I'm staying, you ought to stay.
I'll be fine. When am I ever not?
If you're going,
I'm ordering you to stay here.
Is there something wrong?
Pandoria was just agreeing to stay behind.
Nuh-uh! I'm going with you! We made a promise, didn't we? Don't you dare say you've forgotten! I go where you go. End of story.
Fine.
My lady.
I'm fine. We can't give up now we've come this far. Don't. I know what you're gonna say.
I understood.
I don't know what's in there, but apart from Tora and Poppy, we're all going to find our abilities severely weakened. Be careful, Rex.
Yes. Healing arts are going to be less effective too. One nasty wound and that'll be the end of you.
Yeah, I get that. Tora, Poppy, we'll need you on the front line.
You got it, Rex! Poppy is artificial blade, so request is very extremely not a problem. Technology saved the day! 3 cheers for Nopon know-how!
Where are Poppy's cheers?
Thanks, guys. Come out, come out. Okay, bring it on.
My spirit soars!
Cyclone smash!
Go back, darn you!
It's getting tough.
Denial protocol.
Thanks, Poppy!
Jaguar slash!
My spirit soars!
And retreat.
Denial protocol.
Let us aid our fallen
Out the juice. It's fine, we'll get them yet.
We'll have our revenge yet!
What have we here?
In my experience,
Come out, come out.
in my experience,
And arrived.
This would make a good nesting place.
Oh, well, not.
What have we here?
in my experience,